Grand Theft Auto games have been the bread and butter of this channel since as far as I can remember. I mean, to put it in perspective, out of all the videos I've ever uploaded, only 2 of them were not directly related to the GTA games. I think the total amount of time I've spent playing GTA games far outweighs the total amount of time I've played all the other games combined. So in a nutshell, I've played a shit ton of GTA games. So I decided to make this video just to share with you how I got introduced to these games in the first place and my whole love story with these little bits of ones and zeros. Anyways, the story begins when I was really little, like somewhere around 5 or 6. So my parents used to live in a very small town. So therefore, I wasn't really introduced to the modern technology the world was using at the time. But we did have a Nokia phone, and at the time, every single Nokia phone had that Snakes game in it. And that became my literal definition of a video game at the time. So if you approach the 6-year-old me and ask them what a freaking video game is, I would answer, it's a snake who follows around for food, and then when he finds it, he gets a little longer. But that was all about to change because my parents decided to move to a tier 2 city when I got 7. Right now it doesn't really feel that big, but at the time it was my own little New York. So I went there, I made a couple friends, and one of them became a really good friend. And we used to hang out a lot. And one day he took me to one of his friends' house, and when we were waiting on the front door, he told me that the guy had a laptop, and I got excited, not even knowing what a fucking laptop is. So we went in, I met the guy, he was kinda cool, but that wasn't what I was there for. I was there for looking at what a fucking laptop is, right? So he fucked around for a little while, and then he opened his laptop, and he showed us games of all kind. I'm talking about those games that you can download from miniclip.com, like those mini games, those flash games that are like, what, 10 megabytes or something? And in some of them, you had to drive cars, and some of them you had to park cars, and some of them you had to shoot people. Some of them were like Mario kind of games, and some of them were like the 2D platformers. Actually, most of them were 2D platformers. But as we were approaching the end of the session, he opened GTA San Andreas, and I swear, as soon as the loading screen passed by and CJ appeared on the screen, I was struck with a fucking what the fuck just happened. Like, this motherfucker with a so-called laptop can control an actual human person who can ride bikes, drive cars, fly jetpacks, shoot around, and make monster trucks appear out of fucking thin air. I mean, I was amazed by that game. I was like, what the heck is this? Is this even a game? Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I came back home, and I swear I kept thinking about the same thing for like almost weeks. And finally, after like a few months, my family decided to buy a computer. I didn't get to use it that much at first, but as soon as my siblings grew bored of it, I just took my turn, and holy heck did I learn some basics. I mean, I was pretty quick for a 7-year-old who didn't even have someone who would teach him. So along with the computer, my family also bought a flash drive, a 4GB flash drive. And as soon as I knew what that thing was used for, I knew what I had to do. So I took the flash drive and I went to that guy's house and I said, give me the goddamn game right now. That guy was kind of stupid, and so was I. So he just copied the exe file to my flash drive, and I got excited and I went back home and I put it in my computer and just double-clicked the exe file just to find a bunch of error messages on my screen. I mean, I tried to fix the problem, but at the same time, how can I fix the problem if I don't even know what the problem is in the first place? But luckily, I had a cousin, and she knew a little more about computers than us rookies. And first of all, she told me that I had a 4GB flash drive, and San Andreas is 4.2 gigabytes, so that's not gonna work. But she also happened to have a copy of GTA Vice City on her computer, so she gave that to me, so yay. I mean, the 7-year-old me didn't even think about how bad the graphics were or how small the map was. I was just so happy to just be able to control an actual human being, or that was what I thought at the time. So I played Vice City for countless hours for those 2 years. Then in 2011, I turned 9, and I knew a lot more about computers than I did 2 years ago. So I decided now I need to buy GTA San Andreas. So I compelled my family to do so by scoring good ass marks, because you know, that's how Mafia works. So they bought me the GTA San Andreas copy, and I installed it, and boy was I happy. I played it for 3 years straight. I don't know how many times I completed it, I didn't keep count, but I completed it again and again and again and again and again. And again, even if sometimes I was bored of the missions, I would just go around killing police officers. Like, boy, that was fun at the time. So anyways, I played it for 3 years, and in 2014 I kind of started getting bored of it. And also I started playing some other mobile games like Clash of Clans and some other shit games like that, but trust me, that's a whole nother story. But my interest in GTA San Andreas came back in 2016, boys, and it was highest it ever got. And the reason was the introduction to mods. I'd say it was the contribution of 2 specific mods, Diom and Sam. I mean, one of them would allow me to make my own missions in GTA San Andreas, and the other one would allow me to fuck around in Los Santos with the guy who's sitting in Russia drinking on his vodka. That was the time when I started this YouTube channel. I started with posting some shitty gameplay of GTA San Andreas, then I moved on to some dumb. Honestly, this channel is just half filled by dumb videos. And then I did some other shit that I don't even know what I did. The same year, a friend gave me a copy of GTA 3 and I also bought GTA 4. So I played GTA 3 and I genuinely enjoyed it. So basically what I'm saying here is that I played a 2001 game in 2016 and still freaking enjoyed it more than the relatively modern games of the time. I got kind of absorbed in the GTA universe and I really like knowing more and more, so I would only watch GTA channels and I'd only play GTA games. So when I got GTA 4, I was impressed. I was like, this is some fucking shit. The graphics were so cool, even though they were kind of depressed, but that really supported the story. And the story, to be honest, the story was, wait, let me search for a word. The story was phenomenal. Yeah, that's a good word. The story was phenomenal. It was so phenomenal that I just wanted it to go on and on and on and never stop. Now I know, I'm the same guy who made this video, not once, but twice. But that was the whole point of the video. I liked the game so much and I wanted it to have those specific things that I would expect it to have before buying after playing GTA San Andreas, and it didn't have those. But in reality, that video didn't even matter because in the year that I uploaded that video, the game was already 9 years old. And yeah, from 9 years old, I just realized, shout out to PewDiePie, because sometimes it's great to shout out some smaller channels, right? And anyways, I really enjoyed the video game, so yeah, chillax, bro. I mean, I remember just downloading the Simple Native Trainer and just fucking around with the physics of the game for hours because it was so damn fun. But in the end, I grew bored of it as well. So finally, I moved to GTA 5 in 2018. And I know that I've played these games years after they released, and I think that kind of points to the fact that how timeless these games are. I mean, honestly, I've played a 2001 game in 2016 and still friggin' enjoyed it. Back to GTA 5, I played it, it was a really smooth experience. I really loved the story, the map was huge, the physics was... the graphics were ooh my god. But eventually, like all the other games, I grew bored of it. But for GTA 5, I grew bored of it way faster than any other GTA game I've played. But I'm not gonna blame it on the game like the rest of the GTA community, but I think I'm gonna blame it more on myself. I think in these years of playing video games, the video games haven't really changed that much, but what has changed is the way I perceive these games. I think my attention span has become shorter than ever. I think I would rather watch YouTube or Netflix than play video games. And the huge factor of nostalgia, I think these are the factors that actually led me to not enjoy GTA 5, and if I was younger, I think I would have enjoyed it way more. So it's partly true when they say that video games are made for kids, because I definitely enjoyed games more back then. So I guess that's it for this video. I really had fun playing these games again just to record the footage for this video, and I'll definitely keep playing them till GTA 6 comes up. But anyways, just leave a like if you kind of enjoyed this video, and there's the red button down there if you want it, it's kind of good. Click it. And yeah, you can tell your story with these games down in the comment sections, and I'll definitely read them. And I'll probably make a video on the best one I'll find. So stay tuned for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in probably a next video. I do live streams a lot, so yeah, be sure to watch them.